typically, if a guy has poker cards tattooed on him, I want to play against him. When I first started going to Vegas 14 years ago, the comps were way better. This is how not to play a poker hand. This is a good example of what not to do.
I'm turning 33 tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel pretty good about it. I always say, like, your birthdays in your 30s are much worse if you get fat, you know? So I feel like I've maintained a decent physical shape. So I'm like, I don't feel horrible. I got a little bit of arthritis and a hemorrhoid. So that's like tough, you know?
Yeah.
That's been kind of hard to deal with. But other than that, I feel fucking great, you know? Like, I would say I feel much better at 33 than I did at 23. And it's mostly because I don't do cocaine anymore. That's
When did you stop doing that?
December of 2020.
Oh, 6 years.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
You know why it stopped is I did a bunch in Boston and then I was like, we got to get out of this. So I moved to the Bay Area and then I started hanging out with a bunch of friends that immediately did a shitload of blow. Because it's like, I didn't realize this. The Bay Area is massive for coke, right? But
really? I feel like every city's massive.
Here it's like, it's not as big, but maybe I'm just not looking for it, so I don't notice. Yeah. But the thing was, like, the pandemic happened, and then I went home in like August of 2020, and I stayed at my parents' house, and like I did a little bit of coke with my buddies from home when I was back home, and like there were a couple nights where I just got home at like 6 a.m, or I slept at the house that I was at and got home at like 9. And there was one night where I was sneaking back in the house at like 5 or 6, and I'm like, if my dad or my mom see me right now, they're going to be so just like ashamed, you know, like coming home just like coked out at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, this has to stop. And so I did. And that was the end of the road for me.
I don't know why that reminds me of my Four Loko Halloween story.
What was your Four Loko Halloween story?
I was super young. I think I was 19. Yeah, 19, 20. Went to this house party, Halloween party, and this is when Four Loko were super strong and before they got banned.
Yeah.
And they're like the tall ones. I think I had 3.
Oh my God.
And my eyes shut, and I was standing up, and I couldn't open my eyes. And then I couldn't move my body. But I was conscious, and my friends dragged me outside, and then I just laid in the yard, couldn't open my eyes. And then they got me into the car, and I just threw up all the way back home. And they drugged me in to my house and laid me in on the bathroom floor. And then
when you get the bathroom lay down, it's brutal.
Yeah, my mom found me in the morning.
Dude, I've got one very similar story. My freshman year of college, my buddies and me all got Four Lokos, and they're like, Begley will funnel anything. We should have him funnel a Four Loko. So I funneled a Four Loko to open up the night, but my friends were being dickheads.
Like, how do you funnel it?
Like you put the whole thing in a beer funnel.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's like, I think, Dale, if I remember correctly, can you look at it? I think the original Four Loko is 13% alcohol, 24 ounces. If I nail the stats, this is going to be crazy.
I think I was on my 3rd one. I don't know if I finished it after 2. It was 12% alcohol.
23.5 ounce can.
You pretty much nailed it. And 156 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah, removed after a 2010. So yeah, this was after the caffeine was out of it.
I was 19.
Dude, so
I got them right before they took them off the shelves.
So you got it the first year. The last year they were on the market with the caffeine. We got them the first year they were off. Dude,
one of them would.
I had a whole one, but my friends didn't tell me that when they were pouring the funnel, they dumped 2 shots in the top of it. So like that would have been an immediately 6 shots, but it was 8 right off the rip. And then I drank another one, and I like woke up on the floor in the hallway of some building. It was like, dude, my freshman year at this college, I mean, we were like menaces. It was like it was a really...
It's like trying to die.
Stringent, like hard business school. And me and my friends were just like the fucking degenerates that were just like on the verge of expulsion. It was so bad, dude.
Yeah.
So fucking bad.
Me and my buddy went to Europe with my parents as chaperones years back, and it was a high school senior trip, and we were the chaperones with my parents.
Wait, what does that mean?
We were watching the kids.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all 18.
And how old were you guys?
20, 27, 28.
Was this like a church function or a school function?
A school function.
Okay.
Yeah. My parents were a part of this program or whatever for, I think it was Cardinal Mooney High School in Sarasota. And they needed more chaperones. So we were like the cool young chaperones. All the other chaperones were in their 40s and married or 50s. But anyway, it's when you're that age, it's like you're trying to kill yourself.
Yeah.
They would, because in Europe you can buy alcohol at 18. They were just buying bottles, the cheapest vodka, and drinking it straight from the bottle all day.
Yeah, it's brutal, and you can't control them. There's nothing that you can do.
Yeah, like they're homeless, like drug addicts. Like they're just trying to get as fucked up as possible.
I mean, when you're that age, it's like the fact that it's all legal, I think, is what drives you. Like, dude, I think alcohol is more fun when you're underage. I mean, dude, I'm not a Morgan Wallen guy, but there is a line in one of his songs where he goes, you taste better than a beer before you're 21. And you're like, a beer before you're 21 is fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
Don't look at me like that.
I'll just stare at the water.
It is distracting, isn't it?
It's nice.
Looking back on it, would you put the ADD kid in the look at the water seat?
Never again.
We were talking about this after the pod because you did get legitimately mad at me on the last episode. All of my school reports leading up to this, it was like every single report from the school was like, Joe can't pay attention. He is from like preschool on. So in like third grade, they would have to sit me facing away from the windows because I would just go like zone out looking out the windows. So I feel so bad for the kids now. It's like I was getting distracted by windows and things on the wall.
You didn't even have social media.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't imagine being a fifth grader with an iPhone.
Phone, yeah.
It's like, you're fucked. How are you supposed to survive?
Yeah. How are you supposed to pay attention to a teacher?
Because we had laptops at my high school and, you would have to, some classes they let you open them in class, and it was like inevitable that I'd just be sitting there playing Dolphin Olympics on Zynga. Mm-hmm. Remember that game? Mm-hmm. Amazing. Well, I'm sure the audience really enjoyed our degenerate stories. What do you say we get into a little poker, man? What's going on?
Okay. Yeah, I clipped some hands from a couple streams that I was watching. I think that the Triton one's very interesting. It's a pretty high level play.
Triton.
Yeah, this is an interesting spot here. So 6-7 hearts, limps under the gun, +1.
Never gets any action when he limps a monster.
Roble limps the hijack with ace-9 off.
He's got it backwards.
By the way, did you hear what he said? That could be a Viagra commercial. He pops it when he limps a weak one.
Jason checks in the small blind and the big blind checks. I think they're playing 1K. Yeah, with a 5K ante. So pause it for a second. So the reason, I mean, these are all very skilled, high-level players, and there's not a lot of limping that goes on in Hold'em unless the structure allows it. And the structure is 1,000 small blind, 1,000 big blind, 5,000 ante. So when there's a big ante, it incentivizes everyone to limp a lot.
So I'm not sure I understand the concept of ante within this game.
Okay, so the big blind has to put out an ante before you get your cards. So not only do they have to put out the $1,000 big blind, they have to put $5,000 in the middle. That's dead.
Oh, it's dead money.
It's dead. It's an ante. And that's why it encourages people to limp in because you're getting very good odds on your money.
So it's like that $100 of dead
so
money.
There's
that
7,000
in the other end, except it's coming from.
You're
the
getting
big
7-1. So there's 2,000. There's 1,000 small, 1,000 big, 5,000 dead. So there's 7K in the middle, and all you have to do is call 1,000 to win 7.
Is this a common format?
The bigger antes are starting to become very popular. So yeah, because it encourages looser play. So if there was no ante, then 6-7 might just fold. Ace-9 might just fold.
Cool.
Or yeah. So it's a 4-way pot, limped pot, and it comes 10-5-3. So ranges are going to be on the weaker side, which Jason Koon knows, which goes into the decision making on this hand quite a bit. So the flop is 10-5-3, 2 hearts, and small blind checks, big blind checks, and Alejandro checks his straight draw, flush draw, and it checks to roll. You can play it.
Shot.
I think he's going to probably check
flush
this
draw.
flop. Yeah.
Koon's got top pair, but no one wants to put any chips in yet.
Turns a black 9, so Robles really going to think he's ahead here
with
with the action so far.
I mean, Lococo
You
could hit
called it,
big
so any
too,
4,
right?
8 or heart.
Yeah, he
Hit an 8 or another heart.
Roble
Alejandro
makes 9.
turned a double
Koon still has
double
10s.
gutter now. He's got a 4 or an 8 or a
Everyone's
heart,
got a pair except for Lococo, who's got
and he bets full pot,
really nice draw.
which is it's a good
It's a
size.
draw that's betting full pot exactly.
He's trying to get a 3 to
Roble
fold, 5 to fold.
Contemplating. Looks like he will make the call, and a little tricky now for Jason Koon with no kicker.
Wow.
Koon might just get away from the best hand here, given that 2 players have put pot-sized bets in the middle.
Wait, so why is Roble calling here? I don't
He
understand.
he just turned second pair with the best kicker.
Sorry, that Roble has too many 10s.
He's gonna have the best
Whoa.
hand here most of the time.
Check
Just
raise.
check raises.
With the 4 kicker. He
Wow.
knows he's got the
Roble
best
check
hand.
raise. This is
Gotta read
real
on the
money.
situation,
Cash
but
in.
Lococo may
Roble
have
check
too many
raises
outs
to
fold.
50,000.
So Lococo has to call here.
Just imagine where you hit the 4 and make a straight.
Yeah, I don't think Alejandro's going anywhere
Maybe he's
with this
worried
big of
he
a
could be up
draw.
against a bigger
It
flush
is.
draw by one of these
It's
players.
very annoying.
That 4 is so clean.
Because you're getting pressure to put a lot of money in.
Yeah, and when you miss, it's just really hard to
It's
win the
coming
pot.
in.
Yeah, 40,000 to win
But there's plenty.
117. It makes complete sense.
Okay.
There's plenty of money
Unstuck.
behind,
Don't
so
get in
yeah,
there.
we just can't go
Interesting
anywhere.
that this was Jason's
with
plan
this
the
big of
whole
a draw.
time.
What do you
Check
think?
raising,
Roble, what
top
are you going to
pair.
do?
Roble's got to be out.
It's got to.
At this
But
point, with 9K to 50K, and
Yeah.
The play with
Someone has called.
10-4
Even if you
is
think one of them's drawing,
just
the
a
other one
really-
might not be. And
a really nice option
10's way
instead
ahead
of
of a 9.
just calling.
Wait,
there's
say
the
that one more
pass,
time.
Ace 9.
No, I'm saying the
So four's
10-4
the
check
money card
raise
here
is,
for
is
Lococo.
just pretty high level, I think. And then his
The 3
plan
of clubs.
is to check pretty much all rivers, I think. I don't
Does
think
Jason slow down and
there's
try
a
to
river
reduce
that
the
he
bluff?
bets. This
Or does he go
play
for a
on the
little bit of
turn,
thin
you can
value?
pause it. So this play on the turn, the check raise, is to clean up equity. So guys with, Jack 7, 8-6, 6-7, there's some flush draws. There's ace 4s. There's 7-4, 6-4, and then there's even like the one pair hands that he has beat. 9-7, 8-9, Jack 9. He's clearing out those hands, and he's charging the draws. Now he doesn't have like a value hand on this river, like a value bet, because his kicker's so weak. But what he has is now he's played this hand in a way where it's a perfect bluff catcher. And so I assume his plan is to check every river, even if he hits trip 10s. If the heart completes, he's checking,
And then hope Lococo tries to take it.
this river's perfect for the way he played this hand, because now he can check call comfortably, beating every flush draw, beating every straight draw that missed. A 3 is not going to continue. The only 3 that's going to continue is 2 pair, which is like 9-3 suited, 10-3, which he blocks. 5-3 is not really going to be in there checking the flop. And so he really played the spot where like a lot of amateurs are just going to either fold the turn because their kicker's super weak, or they're going to just call.
Yeah.
And he played this hand where he's just getting max value. Yeah, you can go ahead and play it.
I like checking in this spot. Try to induce from opening a straight draw, some flush draws. You can't really get called by worse now, given it's a full run out.
Tend to agree. Alejandro probably has a 10 or a draw. Let the draws bluff. Will the Argentinian find some aggression here on the end?
It's so hard not to. What if Jason Koon was making a move with Queen Jack? Even that beats you.
Yeah, you could just go small, try to get better draws to fold.
How the fuck do you put anyone on anything here? With the range is so wide. I mean, it's 6-7 suited versus 10-4 off. I mean, how are you trying to read anything?
Well, yeah, no. So like a limp pot, you're gonna have a lot of random hands.
So you're saying you're trying to push him off Jack Queen.
So
How would you
he's
even
betting
come to that
24K
conclusion?
to precisely bluff out.
Well, the small
those
blind's not gonna
misdraws.
raise Jack
Jack
Queen
high, Queen
offsuit.
high. 10's going
The sizing
nowhere.
here too is something to note from Alejandro. You know,
Makes
he
some
bets
sense.
like 20% pot.
Well played by Jason. He got the max
If
out of that
if
top pair
Kuhn
weak
happened
breaker.
to he's not trying to get a 10 to fold. He's not trying to get a 9 to fold. What he's trying to do is he doesn't have showdown value. He has 7 high, so he can't beat Jack 7, Jack 8. He can't beat Queen 8. He can't beat Queen Jack.
He's got absolutely nothing. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but a small bet could get those high cards to fold. So if he if he bets bigger, those high cards are going to continue to fold, but he's still getting called by the 10.
Okay.
So betting smaller, he's reducing his exposure and still getting the bluffs that Jason Koon had to still fold.
Okay, so it's
So
like
his
it's not a read, it's more of a math equation. You're going like I'm betting 20% because there's a higher likelihood than there's higher
So
than
if
20%
Jason
chance
Koon
he's
has
got some sort of
if Jason Koon
bluff.
had a bluff, he's probably going to fold to 20%, just the same as 60 or 70 or 80% or 100%.
What do you think, Dale? Could you make that play?
Oh yeah.
Talking to the mic, Dale.
I'm making that play like 10 times out of 10, obviously.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Dale's actually just doing this podcast for fun. He's got a high stakes poker game right after this. But yeah, that was like a higher level hand played by both players, I think.
Anytime you go against a guy with, what do you think of guys that have poker cards tattooed on their?
It's usually a good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uncle Laser.
I'm sure this guy, is. I don't know him that well, but I'm sure he's got plenty of game. It seems like he does. But typically, if a guy has poker cards tattooed on him, I want to play against him.
All right, should we just jump right into the next clip?
Sure. Okay. So that hand was played well, I thought, by both players. This hand, on the other hand, this is how not to play a poker hand.
Okay.
This is a good example of what not to do.
Okay, number 7. Number 7, give number 5.
Our good friend Nick Airball still owe me for that Miller High Life pony.
All right, so this is another limp pot.
Out of all the people here, you hate me the most.
Everyone's calling the 200.
Seems almost unfair, right?
And Tilted Prince has
I don't
multiple
feel so loved
buttons
anymore.
in the squid game, which makes this even worse.
Can I ask you something?
You can pause
Doesn't
it.
have a 10.
So like in a situation where it's
You can turn it down here too.
there's an ante in the pot again, right? Or did you say limp pot?
This is a limp. I think that's a 200 straddle, and everyone limps. I don't know if they're playing ante.
Okay, so everyone's just limping because they're limping. Just
Yeah, I think because the squid game is on, so everyone's trying to win a pot and get a button.
Okay, so remind me again, who has the buttons right now? Say it one more time.
Tilted Prince with the pocket fives.
Okay.
So he's incentivized to go hard and try to win this pot, even if he has nothing.
Where are there squid button logos on the graphics at all? Or you
No.
just have to know the context.
No, you'll see him in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got better than that. He's got a set of
See his
5s.
2 buttons.
Big Mike, by the way, with a pair of 4s.
Okay, so Rampage leads out with top pair for 100, and everyone just calls, including Tilted Prince
man,
with
what a cooler.
a set.
Rampage with top 2. Rampage with top 2. Tilted Prince
This is
with a
just
set
oh
of
my
5s.
god!
Somehow
All right, so
no money goes
Why are
in
they
on
playing?
the
They're playing
turn.
so fast.
Pause.
What the fuck is going on?
yeah, that's how a good poker game is. Everyone plays quick. Everyone checks the turn. There's $1,900 in the pot. Tilted Prince has 2 buttons, $76,000 behind, and a set of 5s. Now, you're just not making any money with like the best hand you could ever have. Here is pretty much a set with 2 buttons. What he's trying to do is he has Airball and Jack C and Big Mike behind him. And so he's trying to get them to bet and trap and then check raise.
And he's getting checked around.
But the pot is just so small, and like big hands are for big pots. You need to be putting a lot of money in the pot. Like right off the rip, he should be raising flop. With the $100, like he's got to be pumping money into this pot. You got to build your own pot. So yeah, like the 3 players behind, he's trying to trap them, but at the same time, I've seen this. I don't know how experienced he is, but I've seen this time and time again where you get fancy play syndrome with big hands. A lot of like,
I like that term.
Yeah, a lot of beginners and people like a few years into their poker career, they flop big and they immediately just check way too often. They try to trap way too much, and they end up having these tiny ass pots with huge hands, and that is just not a winning formula. Like you need to be building your own pot.
So if you're check raising successfully a lot of the time, is that just because you know your competition and you know how to get people to put money in?
Well, it also like exposes your hand when
you check raise.
When you just try to, he needs to just be raising flop, betting big on the turn, building your own hand. And also you have multiple buttons, like you're going to have tons of bluffs. And if he had a hand like 8-6, he probably would have leaned towards raising, or 6-3 or some kind of draw. So what happens to a lot of amateurs is I don't know if he's a pro or an amateur. He might have just played this hand poorly, and it's just one hand. But what happens a lot of times to amateurs is they build pots when when they are on draws or light, and then they keep the pot small with their big hands because they're trying to trap, or they're trying to be sneaky or disguise their hand, and it becomes most players, they become unbalanced towards checking their big hands, which is extremely detrimental to your win rate. Because if you're just building pots with
someone else's aggression,
with semi bluffs or with air, and then you're not building any big pots with your big hands,
that's going to tank.
You're not going to make any money.
You're going to lose a lot of money, bro.
Yeah, you're going to be losing a lot of money.
This is great advice, actually. Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, you need to be pumping money into the pot with big hands. Now, use correct sizing, but it more just comes back to just being balanced. And if you're raising draws, you need to be raising your sets.
Oh, let's see what comes next.
So then
Nobody bets
Rampage
here.
makes a very sneaky, like intelligent bet here. He bets tiny, inducing somebody to raise.
Tilted Prince gonna raise this
So he has
up.
top 2, and he wants somebody to raise.
And now he gets the
He gets the action he wants, and he got Tilted Prince to raise 6,200, and he can just he can just snap call. Tilted Prince should never have him beat here.
It's way too big of a bet, right? He played it wrong leading up and then over bet.
No, the raise on the river was fine. But an airball talk.
1K.
You hear Airball talk to Brittany in Mandarin about Tilted Prince too.
What did he say?
I think he said something about his stack and being too deep, and how he's not really maybe not comfortable, or he's like maybe in over his head a little bit, something along those lines. I think Airball was signaling to Brittany like, hey, like he's not here to play like lightly with all these chips. Like if he's playing super deep for him. Maybe I'm wrong.
All right, let's keep going.
Turn it down a little bit.
Do we have?
So Rampage, mentioned after that, he's like, I'm very happy with that. So like, he got absolutely coolered and ended up losing 7K in the hand when if Tilted Prince played his hand
to the book, he could have lost 50.
Yeah, at any sort of pace, like just raising flop, then Rampage might check raise turn with top 2, and then that pot could have been 3 to 4 to 5 times the size. But this was a big mistake.
But he tried to slow roll it.
Yeah, he just got that, either fancy play syndrome or that instinct. I've gotten it too, where like you make a huge hand and you just check, like you're just trying to be way too trappy and cagey and not reveal the strength of your hand, but just bet.
Yeah,
just start shoveling money in the pot. You have a set.
What's the difference between that and a donk bet?
A donk bet is when you lead into the preflop raiser.
But he wasn't.
Everyone
there was limped. Got it. Okay. Got it. Okay. Now we're getting it.
Next week we'll
the donkey.
We'll talk about what the small blind is.
Oh man. I'm picking.
Those were some interesting spots.
I'm picking some stuff up from this poker class, man.
Yeah. Do you think the stream you played will be aired by next time?
I really hope so, because like there was some playing that I think you'll be happy with, but for now, it's we just gotta sit around and wait for sure.
Nice,
it's coming. But yeah, man, I haven't played poker since then. I played kind of like ass after the stream. And honestly, I was just like, I think it was just because I was kind of boozing it up a little bit.
Oh, okay. I thought we were slowing down on the booze.
I haven't drank all week. I'm
yeah.
I got wicked fucked over the weekend, and then just decided, you know what? I was kind of planning on shutting it down anyway till like the end of August, and I'm like, now is probably a good time to just let's just do it now.
Good.
Yeah, it feels good.
Nice.
How do you feel not drinking? How's the no booze bet going?
It's cruising. Almost a year in. September 1st is 1 year. So what is that, like 330 days in nearly?
Yeesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's coasting now. I was very tempted in Spain. There's a day party that the host of the event booked out, and so he got like these 3 huge villas, and the whole every guy from the poker game went, and it was just a blast. I was the only sober person there, and everyone was kind of needling me over it.
Yeah.
And I that was one of the most tempted times for sure. That, and there's a few other spots, but in the past few months.
So you're 330 days in. So me and you getting shit-faced on my birthday was one of the last times.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good day.
Yeah, August 29th, I think, was the last time I got really
Yeah, dude, I just kind of like, I don't even want to drink tomorrow, because the last time we did it, Maddie came, we did the pod, and we started drinking like pretty aggressively. We were having fun, but by the time we got to dinner, I was just like, we went and we drank all through the pod, probably had like a half dozen drinks, and then like 2 more at Nickel City. And when we got to Nickel City, I thought it would be a good idea to just like eat mozzarella sticks and a burger, and it just like totaled my whole system. Like my entire stomach and like
I remember that
head just like shut down. And before we went to dinner, it was like I wasn't even that drunk. I just had to go throw up in the bathroom because my stomach was all fucked up.
We'll do it again next year.
Yeah, next year we'll both be back in the sauce. So I thought this was kind of interesting, just because I know you go out to Vegas a decent amount, and I know you said that you had no intention of going out to Vegas for the World Series this year. And I wonder how much of like this type of experience is into it. This is a place called the Heart Attack Grill. They put out this statement. It's perfect where it is. The Heart Attack Grill will not be renewing its long-term lease. The decision stems from the reality that major casinos have intentionally priced the average person out of the quintessential American experience of affordable indulgence. The soul of Las Vegas has been replaced by corporate greed. Our core value, eat big and laugh loud, no longer fits a city peddling $40 artisanal avocado toast. The honest, heavy-duty calories that built our reputation are now considered gauche by a city that has excluded the middle class and lost its swagger in the process. We're proud of our 21-year impact on the American waistline. The obesity rate has risen from 30% since we opened in 2005 to nearly 45% today. That's fucking hilarious. And we pat ourselves on the back for leading the charge. For those loyal to the Heart Attack Grill, do not despair. This is not the end of the world's most controversial restaurant. It's merely the beginning of a new chapter. We are seeking new opportunities to continue the high-calorie mission. We look forward to finding new communities that still appreciate a bypass burger and the freedom to feast without apology. Taste worth dying for. Obviously, a lot of that is like tongue-in-cheek. They're making jokes about
they should head east,
gaining weight, but the
Mississippi, Alabama.
Dude, the point that they're making about like everyone being priced out of Vegas, do you think that's true? Is that
100%.
something that's going on?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. What's the experience like
just
now?
Just in my lifetime, when I first started going to Vegas 14 years ago, the comps were way better for the average gambler. If you played table games, $25 a hand or $50 a hand, they were comping you and giving you perks. And now you can play $100 a hand and you're not going to get shit. You're poor.
Yeah.
The wealth disparity is so massive, where they're only catering to the uber rich, to get sweet comps and limousine rides and all that, like where. Yeah, I mean, you have to be an ultra high roller, losing 5 figures a day easily, most likely 6 figures, hundreds of thousands of dollars
for them to comp anything.
Yeah, for them to treat you really well.
And it seems like it's not just comps. It seems like it's drink prices and food prices and going out to the clubs and the bars. Yeah. It's like just uber high roller experiences only.
Yeah, they've priced pretty much everyone out. I mean, and they charge for everything. Water bottles, $20, and
there's no free drinks while you're on the floor anymore.
No, this is very true. There's free drinks if you're gambling, but yeah, it's gotten way out of hand.
Is the experience like even enjoyable being out there anymore, or is it just too much?
I mean, the win still does it right, I think. That's where I like to stay. Their customer service is extremely high. They've caught me a few nights here and there, but I do gamble, I have gambled the last couple of years a bit, maybe $300 to $500 a hand and some baccarat or something like that. But yeah, it's not like a suite or anything. It's just a standard room.
Brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, Dale, like as just a average guy going to Vegas for Brandon's bachelor party a few weeks ago, what was that like?
Yeah, it's kind of a nightmare. It's just because you're either going to have to spend way more than you expect, even on just like one night, or you have to go to the Old Strip.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go to Fremont with the
you can't go to like the nice casinos.
No. Yeah, you got to go to the Nugget and have,
especially if there's some kind of event, and then later on in the evening, if you're at a nice casino, all of a sudden the minimum's like $50 to play a table.
Yeah.
There's no $5, $10, 20, like if you wake up at 11 a.m. and go play, you can play a $25 table minimum bet. But then by like at the Wynn late afternoon, it's hard to, $50 min, $100 min is standard. And then late at night, $200 min.
I mean, dude, you got to feel like a schmuck if you're like the type of person that's just making, I don't know, what's the average salary in America is like $80,000 a year, right?
So I think it's half that.
Or
think
no,
it's
wait,
40.
what is it? No, that's the average household income. I think in America is 80, right? Look it up.
How would
Can we bet?
Median
Can
household.
we bet 80 grand that it's not 80 grand?
Median household income U.S. 83.
between two people, I guess.
Between two. Okay.
But that's household. So if it's
Okay.
single or double.
I was wrong.
So
I was thinking single.
83K. That's like that comes out to be an average of $250.
64K for individual.
Yeah,
That's
so-
still high. That's way higher than I thought. But that's inflation, right? Like that's got to be.
I mean, either way though, if you're making 64, if you're making 80, if you're making 150K a year, a $50 hand of blackjack for $50 hands of blackjack for an hour is out of reach. It's just too much.
Yeah, it's not affordable.
Because what happens to me every time I used to go to the casino, we played $25 hands, and you just get in a situation where you got to split or double down, and then it's like, oh, you lose $100 on a hand, and then you can clean $500 in an hour, no problem, and it's just not sustainable. So
Yeah.
It was pretty tough having to go down and like I had like $200, but $25 tables that you can't really gain enough momentum to start. Because if you just
No,
start
you'll be there
losing
10
that
minutes.
rate, yeah, if you start losing that fast, then you're just fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like,
You're gonna be out of money before you get your first drink.
pretty much. Yeah, that's exactly what happened actually.
You have to sit down, buy the chips, not play, order the drink, wait for the drink, and then start playing.
Yeah. What were the minimums when you first started going to Vegas?
$5, $10.
At like the main strip?
Yeah. 15 years ago, you could play $10 tables,
Yeah.
or less than a quarter.
Yeah, we couldn't find anywhere under 25 on the main strip.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you go to MGM Springfield, Massachusetts, it's $25 tables.
And
for
the nicer the
blackjack.
casino, the higher the minimums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Old Strip is the move. Old Vegas.
Yeah.
Is there still like decent partying going on over there, or is it just
Well, it's
creatures?
just like it's old people and just methed out creatures. It was honestly the worst vibe you could possibly have. But
Yeah, I think the whole country's burning. If we're being quite honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The corporate greed has gotten out of hand, man.
Yeah.
Greedy.
All right.
All right. Well, what a positive note to end on. I'm gay. Have a wonderful day.
See ya.